this week. I have two shout outs for you this week. My first shout out goes to Estelle Lantaigne. I guess her name is French because she said something in French in the group. So I was like, hey, Estelle, you are new to the group. So first of all, welcome. I wanted to welcome you. And I wanted to tell you that I love the spread that you shared with us. I love how you are keeping it simple in taking it one day at a time, which was a great reminder for me too. So thank you for that. Thank you for being part of the group. And yeah, I wanted to give you just a little shout out. The second shout out goes to Yvonne van Loon. Yvonne, I just realized I was like, oh, I guess she's a new member. I mean, I know you have been very busy on my web shop. I know. But I was like, I think she's a new member of the group, isn't she? I don't think she has been posting that much. And then I had a look around and I was like, you have been posting around. Shame on me. Seriously, shame on me. So, Yvonne, this is me rectifying things and giving you a huge shout out. Thank you for being part of the Amazing Butterfly community, and thank you for sharing your layers a day. I wanted to acknowledge the both of you, Estelle and Yvonne, and give you a little shout out. If you too would like for me to give you a shout out, keep on sharing your layers. There's so many new members in the group. I think it's amazing, and I think it's amazing to see. It's actually the shyness in sharing those first layer and then starting to feel comfortable and starting to roll into it and keep on sharing. So please keep on doing that. It's not because I'm not giving you a shout out today that I'm not noticing you. There's a reason that I knew Yvonne's name. I mean, even if I cannot just remember her spreads like that. I see a lot of spreads, as you all know. Nonetheless, there's a lot of new members in the group, and I wanted to welcome each and every one of you. And please do keep on sharing those layers if you want me to give you a shout out at some point. Okay, I forgot something. Hello, my lovely butterflies. Welcome to this new A Layer a Day challenge. I'm sorry, I just have to. We are on week 4 of this year's A Layer a Day challenge. This one is running from January 25th until February 1st. We are in the month of January, and many people start January with resolutions. And all those who started with resolutions already probably completely forgot about it. I am so proud of us that we are still at it and that we are still working on setting new intentions. We are taking it slow but steady. And seriously, that makes me proud. I don't know about you, but the things that I have been thinking about for myself at the end of December are still very present, only because of the A Layer a Day challenge, only because it reminds me regularly to keep it up, to keep those little changes going, and to keep working towards what it is I want for myself. So we need to keep that going because we're not at the end of January just yet. We have one more week to go. And seriously, for me, it's the best. It's the best challenge of this whole resolution, mark, intention setting thing. And with mark, I mean, you write the word and then you through the word, because that's not what we're doing. So we started by taking a step back. We started by reminding ourselves of who we are. Phase of observation, which I think is very important to start with. Then we said baby steps by looking at tomorrow's goal. Last week, we figured out that now that is done, now that we took those baby steps, what is it that we actually want for ourselves? Where is it that we want to put our energy and to focus on? Now that we've said that, You ready? You ready for the new challenge? It's time to go back to the future because this week's challenge is me version 2021. No, this is not a mistake. I know we're 2020. We're going back to the future. So we are going to our future selves in 2021. And how is it that we want that future self to look back at us, at our version of ourselves in 2020? I'm excited. I'm sorry, but I'm excited. I'm like, can we be 2021 already? Because I think it's fun. I think it's fun to actually think of myself today, of how I would look back to myself 1 year from now. I don't know if you remember, but last year we had this challenge where we talked about our future self and where we said that our future selves and ourself today is the one and same person. We have this kind of disconnection towards our future self where we think of that person as someone who has plenty of time to do all those little things that we dream of, that has the perfect figure because she already figured out how to do all those diets and have enough exercise each and every day and to eat only but healthy thing and to read all the books that are available to read and so interesting because that person has all the time, all the energy, all the focus and all the intention that it takes to do all these things. But that person is us. And how much we like to romanticize that version of ourselves in the future that is the same person as we are today. So I thought it would be fun to do the things the other way around and to already project us as being 2021 and have a look back at today and how we would like to look at us that way and how proud we would be of all the changes that we did make because we really wanted to make. Does that make sense so far? Or am I talking gibberish here? Let me know. Write it in the comment. Bye, Alva. See you next time. Oh, it's Holly. Okay. Does that make sense so far? Like going back to the future and actually look back at us today, but a year from now. Let me know. Let me know in comment if that makes sense. By the way, the future me drinks a lot of ginger tea. So for my patrons who were present at the hangout yesterday, the spread that I made, and I worked with a blurry image on purpose because I have a couple of things that are pretty blurry for me in my life today. But the journaling that I wrote around it is how proud I was of myself for working my way through that blurriness and finding the joy and the happiness and the playfulness and how the image that I chose makes sense through all that blurriness. Oh, Celia. Oh, I need to make that comment visible because that is gold. Let me bring the other one back. Okay. So Celia says, my future self has her shit together. Oh, trust me, so does mine. She is super organized. I am super organized, but she is even more organized and she really has her shit together. Yes, it is going to require some thinking. The point of these challenges is not that as soon as this life is done, you turn around and you go like, oh, and now I know what to do. That is the reason that for myself, I decided to do the challenges up front. Up until now, I was doing them together with you. So now, by the time we have this hangout, I want my spread to be done, because it is one thing to have the challenge ready in my head. It is something else to know what it is you're going to go through. And I don't come up with a challenge and think, oh, and up, and now it's done. It doesn't work like that. It takes some time to come in, and there's a reason we are doing these lives here on Saturday. I have always thought of this challenge as having the first layer on Sunday so that you would have some time to think of things. Why am my hands are like all over the place. Stop doing that. I'm sorry, I can actually see myself, obviously, and I can see those hands going like, I'm sorry, I was about to make a bird sound go with it to make you realize just how bird-like I feel. I'm going to put my hands down now. So yes, it does take some time for the challenge to seep in and for you to come up with what it is you want to do. So I've always thought that the first layer would be on Sunday. That doesn't mean that you're not allowed to do a layer today. By all means, if you feel like diving in and starting, the point of this challenge is to get you to journal. If you can take it a step further and make it into creative soul searching, even better. If you get to do this literally on a daily basis, we all win. But I know, life. I know, trust me. If you think that my life doesn't do that, it does it just the same. So, okay, that is all I had for you today. So the challenge for this week is me version 2021, which I promise you will feel very strange considering we're just getting used to saying 2020. But that's the thing of this challenge. Oh, to keep her desk clean. Okay. Future me is junking stuff out of my brain. Ooh, I guess that's a typo, but I don't know what it's supposed to be. Help me. Ivona, you're doing art channeling on a daily basis. That is amazing. That is the point of this challenge, but we have to keep it real sometimes. Okay, before well, that's my Italian roots coming out, like for real. They talk with their hands, and I can say it because I'm half Italian, so I'm allowed to say that we talk with our hands. Before I give you today's surprise, it's already there on the other computer. I only have to click, and then it will be ready for you. But before we do that, I wanted to say that I will be in Germany on Monday and Tuesday. I am going down to Paper World to talk with a couple of people, to meet a couple of people. So if you're in the area, just send me a little message if you would like to meet up. You can reach out here. You can reach out on my DMs on Instagram, Messenger. I mean, whatever means it is you have, just reach out, let me know, and we'll see if we can set up a little moment for ourselves. I am checking if there are any questions, but there aren't. Have a great weekend, Linda. Well, I will post my journey on my patrons group. If there's anything like that the whole world needs to see, I will share it with everyone. But I will mainly be posting about it on my I have a brain. Come on, brain. Jumpstart. On my Flutterings Patreon Facebook group. I said it. Don't ask me to say it again. Okay. I can see that there are no more questions. So the little surprise that I have for you today is that, as you know, I film just about everything. And I also filmed that one. And this video, which is from week 2, is going up in 10 seconds. It's a mixture of real time and fast forward, because I know you wanted me to do more in real time. So I did just that, but I did combine it with a bit of fast forward when it got too boring. So it is going live on my channel now. So after this, you actually have a video to watch. Oh my God, look at those reactions. That makes me happy. Thank you. So, Sharon, I know that you don't like when this is over, so now you have a bit more time to hang out with me. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me again today. The video is now up on my YouTube channel. It's titled Start to Finish, a Layer a Day, Week 2 Creative Soul Searching. So enjoy. I'll see you on the Facebook group. I'll see you on the Patreon page for those who are a patron. Shout out to you. That's it. That's all I have for you today. Don't forget to put down a layer a day. Butterfly kisses.